Hey everyone, welcome to Dr. Retro's Weekly Finds. Shall we start this week with some common Game Boy games, or no, let's start with something fucking awesome. Mega Man X3 Complete PAL Super Nintendo. This is a game I never ever believed I would have. I'm super excited to finally have this. It's in great condition. The box has some wear on the side, but finding this one in complete condition is, yeah, once in a lifetime opportunity. The manual and the cartridge are both in great condition. As you can see here, this is the manual and the cartridge below that, still in the plastic. I'm super excited to have this. I now finally have the complete Mega Man X set on the Super Nintendo, and I just couldn't wait to show you that. That hat needed to get out ASAP. So, some Pokemon games, you've already seen those. Always sell good, so never can have enough of those. Then something really cool for the ColecoVision, and this is all going to be for sale, by the way, the next stuff. I don't collect ColecoVision stuff, so this one's going to be up for sale. It's a roller controller. Apparently this is quite rare. That's the reason why I bought it. I could pick it up quite cheap, and I found out it was quite rare. It's actually brand spanking new. Has some little damage over here where there used to be a bit of tape, but it still comes totally in the styro. Very nice condition, and this one's going to be up for sale. So if you're interested, give me a message. Then another big item, a Sega Master System, Mega Drive, sorry, or Genesis, the American equivalent. And this is a X-rental, or a rental case, in which they rented out the Mega Drive. As you can see, it fits the old version Mega Drive, fits 2 controllers, etc. Even has a rack behind for cartridges, so you could take your Mega Drive anywhere you want it. Then some PlayStation 1 games. Or not some, just a whole bunch. This is one pile, another pile, and we'll get to another pile later. First up, Digimon World 2003. The Fifth Element. Gran Turismo 2, Kingsley's Adventure, Mr. Driller, Road Rash 3D and Silent Bomber, Ridge Racer, Wipeout 3 Special Edition, Wild Arms, Croc 2, Mortal Kombat 4, Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 3, Ace Combat Electrosphere, Team Buddies, which is a really rare game. It's quite a fun game. It's more like a party war game. If you don't know about this game, check it out on YouTube. It's quite a fun game. Micro Machines V3, one of my favorite racing games as a kid. Roll Cage Stage 2, and The X-Files. Next up are some GameCube games. I got a whole lot more GameCube and PS1 in, but those were all very mediocre titles, so I'm not gonna show you those. Sonic Battle 2, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Mario Party 5. Nothing really special in there. More PlayStation 1. Another Kingsley's Adventure, but this is just disc only. Power Source, Power Source. Crash 2, Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider Last Discovery, or Last something. It's part 4, I believe. Another Crash 3, and I wanted to show you this one as an example how horrible the condition is on some games you get in. You can already see there's some lines going there, and you know why that is? Because this front of the game is stuck to the box. It's because someone poured in something sticky. When you open it, we find one big piece of manual and front cover all stuck together with like super glue. This is, you hear that, right? This is never coming loose again. So this one is just going on to the dump pile. Just gonna sell it disc only because this cover and the manual is useless. Crash 3 None Fucked Up, Street Fighter Collection. Oh, let's get a focus. Come on. There we go. Street Fighter Collection, Killer Loop, Grand Theft Auto 1, Resident Evil, Tekken 2, this is Driver, Oddworld Apes Odyssey, Alien Trilogy, Another copy of Alien Trilogy, Metal Gear Solid Special Missions, Metal Gear Solid, Fighting Force, and another Crash Bandicoot. Then a couple more GameCube games, and these are special, not like the ones before. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, quite a rare European GameCube title, definitely one of the rarest actually. Same goes for this one, Ikaruga. It's a really cool shoot 'em up with a really nice mechanism where you have to switch between polarities or colors to prevent getting hit. Trauma Center Under the Knife. I got this with a purchase I'll show you later for my collection, and I already had this one. You have to have this one as a medical student, right? NES game, Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 boxed, complete, great condition. And this one is already sold again. Had to look for it for a friend. Then a big box of stuff. Let's see if I'm going to show you the entire box or one by one. Let's do it in piles. First going to pile it up a bit before I can show you. And this is stuff I all bought in one bunch. I have no clue about their values. I had no clue about their values. But it was so much, so very good titles, and they were cheap, so that's why I bought them. And it turns out I made quite a good purchase on this. First up is Valhalla and the Lord of Infinity. These are all Amiga games, by the way. If you're not familiar with the Amiga, check that out on Google or on YouTube, whatever. It's an 8-bit system. HOI or HOI, something about a fish. The Big 100. This is a compilation for the PC, Amiga, and C64, I believe. Yeah, C64. Time and Magic, the trilogy. Valhalla Before the War, so this is part 2 actually. Beast Busters. Really cool artwork on this one. Project Bermuda Project. And don't you think that looks like Johnny Cash? I think it looks like Johnny Cash. Then we have Police Quest 3, The Kindred of the Kindred. King's Quest 2, Romancing the Throne. King's Quest 3, To Err is Human. King's Quest 1, Quest for the Crown. Really cool games, by the way. Oh yeah, cool. They're too old for me, I never played these, but the legacy behind them is really special, so that's why I wanted these in my collection. I have the PC ones, not the Amiga ones, by the way. And the last one is King's Quest 4, The Perils of Rosella. Then, Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards. That's a whole lot of L's, but this is a legendary game. Still looking for the PC version of this one, and this is where it all started. I love the Larry games, especially part 7, that's the one I played most. Then we have Shanghai, which is actually Mahjong, I believe, the infamous game with the tiles. My girlfriend is really good at that, I suck at it. Police Quest 2, The Vengeance. And the last one is Alfred Chicken. Also, these are all big box, all complete, come all with diskettes or floppies, how you want to call them. So that was the stuff that's going to be for sale. Now the stuff that I'm going to keep. I already showed you Mega Man X3. I'm of course keeping that. No way that I'm ever going to sell that ever again. But in case you want the next best thing, this one is going to be for sale. Mega Man X3, but this is the X rental version. I picked this up a couple of months ago. I told you this is going to be the only rental version in my collection because I want everything mint and complete, but I didn't expect to have a complete copy. Now I do have a complete copy, so this one's going to be up for sale. The manual is in great condition, so is the cartridge, and this is actually the next best thing to a complete box copy, and it's a whole lot cheaper. Then something that I still can't use because I don't have a step-down converter yet, a Neo Geo AES. For this is the Japanese version. Comes with 2 of those controllers, big controllers. Really looking forward to playing this, but since I don't have a step-down converter yet, I can't play it yet. Because if I just use a converter plug and plug it in, I'm gonna have some smoke. Some PlayStation 1 stuff for my collection. This is not really special, but I didn't have it, liked it as a kid. Need for Speed Force Challenge. Magical Tetris Adventure, I believe the UK title is. Just want to have a full Disney set. Everybody's Golf 2, and then something really special. No one had ever seen this before on PlayStationCollecting.com, that's why I picked it up when I found it. This is a Volume 1 soundtrack CD. This actually has the same front cover as the video I bought a while back. Has 6 numbers on, or 5 songs on bands I've never heard about before. And the CD looks great, looks like a vinyl. And only the middle part is CD, the rest is just shining red plastic. So really strange item. Happy to have it. Then something I picked up a while ago, but actually didn't figure out what it was, or didn't see what it was because it was still in a box and I didn't take the time to open it. I had a lot of GameCube games. I showed you the good ones, but I had like 40 more, and it came with a GameCube. But that wasn't the regular GameCube, it was the Resident Evil 4 GameCube. This is the controller that came with it, and this is the top. And I actually have a Resident Evil 4 set complete in the box, but it's missing the top and the controller. So now I can complete that set. That was a really nice surprise. One GameCube game I'm keeping, Metabots Infinity. Then some books, these are in Dutch. The King's Quest book, Police Quest book, Larry book, and Space Quest book. And these are write-ups on the PC, Amiga, C64 versions of those games. So really old school literature. And just look at the artwork. Isn't that horrible? Isn't that awesomely horrible? Takes a while to even see what the hell this is. Some legs up there. This is a space shuttle, of course. So then some Game Boy stuff. Been collecting Game Boy games lately, or putting more time in my Game Boy collection. Because, yeah, this is the first and only system I had as a kid. It might surprise you, but I never had a console as a kid. And, yeah, maybe this is some compensation, but, yeah, I want to have the Game Boy games I had and get all the good titles. Tiny Toon Adventures Bab's Big Break. That's a whole lot of B's there. And for the Game Boy, original Game Boy. Gunstar Heroes Future for the Game Boy Advance. Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament. Also Game Boy Advance. Guilty Gear X Advance Edition. Mega Man Battle Network 4 Red Sun. GTA Chinatown Wars. Didn't have it originally. Didn't have that original copy, I mean. Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge. Guardian Heroes Advance. And Mega Man and Bass. And this is quite a rare GBA title. Really happy to have that. As you've noticed over the last weeks, I've been cleaning out on the Game Boy Mega Mans, just to prevent that I have to buy them when they're really expensive, like the Mega Man X3 is now. Then some game I had lying around, forgot to show you guys. Command and Conquer 1 for the Saturn. World Heroes for the Super Nintendo. This is one of those yeah, Street Fighter-esque fighting games, and just want to have that complete for my Super Nintendo collection. Then something I bought off a friend who didn't use it anymore, DSi XL blue version, and I still use my DS from time to time. I had a light version, and this one just has an amazing screen compared to that, and couldn't pass on that. So now selling or trading or giving away my DS Lite and using this one for play. Then the last item for this week is a Sega Mega Drive Master System converter. I don't have a Master System. I do have some Master System games, and I of course have a Mega Drive. So now with this converter I can actually play those Master System games if I wanted to, if I'd have the time. Still with the styro, still 100% packed. So again, a nice thing to have in my collection. So that was it for this week. Yeah, the big thing in this week was of course Mega Man X3. Gonna show you that once again just to let you know how happy I am to finally have this. Some cool stuff coming in again for next week, so be sure to check out the rest and see you next time. Bye bye.